Alright, welcome back everybody to the first tree. My name is Wolf and I'm here with Firlingdon.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
And yeah, we're playing the first tree, which is a narrated story about a man who's dreaming about a fox, and as the fox goes through the world, a little bit of a story is being told.
Yeah.
And we, in the last episode, found that foxy boy, which is probably his son or daughter.
Yep. One of its child.
And there was a wolf who was running away from us, so
yep.
I'm pretty curious about what happened exactly.
Yeah.
And what it is standing for in the bigger perspective.
Like in the end.
Yeah.
So actually it's like two stories. So we follow the one, like, we follow the fox, we play as the fox, which is in search of her children. And the person that's dreaming of this fox is telling his story about how he grew up and about him and his father. So it's like a dual story.
Yeah.
With one being told and one being played. The music is gone again. What we're gonna dig up. Diggy diggy.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore.
A lot of papers.
Good night.
You don't have to.
No. But it's good to talk about your feelings.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see.
So we can go up ahead, but maybe there are some more on the right, which is opening up a bit, so...
We can check. It makes me run so slow. Peek over the mountains. I don't think there's anything here.
I don't think so
it's
either,
just
if I see this correctly.
Yeah.
But maybe there's on the top right there.
Yep.
Something.
Seems like some kind of pathway.
Yeah.
Like almost. But this also might be a point that it will fade out because it went into the mountains, like straight in between.
True.
So we'll see.
Yes, it's fading out again.
Yup. Called it. Also because the guy said he didn't want to talk about it anymore. Oh my lord.
Nice. This is looking beautiful.
Oh my god. I love this. This really feels like a dream.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
Oh, we're
it's a deer.
getting her story now.
It's a pretty deer.
Is it Harry Potter?
I was just gonna make the joke.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself. I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared? I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more, I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse, and at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
So we're getting her story now.
Yeah.
You have strength, Joseph. And you're not as alone as you think.
Oh.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns in this, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
Cute.
Look at this beautiful scenery, Dan.
Oh, this is amazing. Look at all the little deer.
Yeah.
I want to play with them. Yee! Yee!
Yeah, this is
Wow.
really, really, really nice.
It's really pretty.
This game is perfect to zone out a bit and
Yes.
to put everything back in perspective. About not to worry too much.
And that it's okay to open up as well.
Yes.
You don't have to keep everything for yourself. You don't have to fight that battle alone. There's always someone that wants to listen to your part of the story.
And that everybody is fighting their own
Yeah,
battle.
indeed.
So-
So sometimes don't go too hard on other people because they do stuff the way they do it, because there's probably a reason behind it. It doesn't make it right, but
Yeah.
probably it has a good reason. And if you can look past that, well, props to you.
So, and I think that this game is all about that. That
Yeah.
everything has a story behind it, and that such a simple game can be pretty deep, apparently. So, I really like that.
Me too. It's really moving.
Yeah.
It really puts you to think, just like you said. Like zone out and see the bigger picture and don't worry as much.
Yeah, a lot of people like me and maybe also like you
Yep.
are using games to escape reality a bit. And this is a way to escape maybe your daily life, but not reality as much. So
Yeah. So it puts your mind at ease by just walking through this amazing environment, but it also tells its own story. And maybe you can relate to it, and it makes you feel a little bit more like you belong, or that you are not alone, because
yeah, and I think this, for me at least, this game can really be therapeutic a little bit.
for me too. It's just relaxing. And it's really, really nice to see that the music I've been listening to for a while, to see that put with the game it belongs to. It's really,
Yes.
really, really dope.
And we're fading to black again.
Oh, this is a little bit
Okay.
sad.
It's getting a little bit
Fox
darker.
knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the Jade Valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
Okay. So I think this is a good place to
Yeah.
end this episode and come back in the next
Yes.
one.
To see if we come across the last cub. Let's hope it's alive.
Yeah.
Otherwise
Last
she
Cup
will be...
and its
Yeah.
wife, I think.
Sorry?
He also talked about his wife, the wife of this fox, at least. So there's one.
I think he's talking about this fox. I think this
Okay.
is the mother and she's looking for her
Yeah,
children.
that's also possible.
I think that's
Well,
what she's talking about.
Let's
but
figure it out in the next
yes,
episode.
let's see. So thank you all so much for watching and see you in the next episode.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye.